Taking turmeric every day for your joints and memory? One common breakfast food might be silently canceling all its healing power, without you even knowing. Over the last 2 decades in clinical practice, I've seen a rising interest among older adults in natural remedies, especially those derived from traditional herbs and spices. Turmeric, often called the golden spice, has stood out as a favorite for many seniors. The reason? Science has shown that turmeric's active compound, curcumin, holds remarkable anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and neuroprotective properties. It offers a beacon of hope for those managing arthritis, memory decline, cardiovascular risks, and chronic inflammation. But here's the paradox. Turmeric's benefits only work when it's consumed the right way. If combined with certain common foods, curcumin's power may be weakened, or even completely blocked. It's a surprising fact that most people don't know. Some of the foods you eat every day could be working against your turmeric supplement without you realizing it. In this comprehensive guide, I'll walk you through the science behind turmeric's benefits, explain why it often fails to absorb properly, and reveal the 3 everyday food groups that interfere with curcumin. More importantly, I'll also share 3 powerful food pairings, simple ingredients in your kitchen, that can dramatically boost turmeric's effectiveness and make every spoonful count. My goal is not to scare or overwhelm you, but to empower you with knowledge. Because when used wisely, turmeric can be a powerful ally in your journey toward healthy aging. Let's begin this journey with clarity, confidence, and curiosity. Your health is worth the effort, and your body deserves the full benefit of what turmeric has to offer. Turmeric has been used in traditional medicine for centuries, but only in recent decades has science truly uncovered why it's so powerful. The secret lies in curcumin, turmeric's active compound, which gives it both its golden color and most of its therapeutic benefits. Research shows curcumin is a natural anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and neuroprotective agent. For older adults, this means curcumin may help with arthritis, memory decline, heart disease, and other chronic conditions linked to aging. Unlike short-term inflammation that helps the body heal, chronic inflammation silently damages tissues over time. Curcumin works by blocking inflammatory molecules like NF-kappa B and TNF-alpha. Some clinical trials suggest its pain-relieving effects may rival over-the-counter medications, without the side effects. Beyond inflammation, curcumin also fights oxidative stress by neutralizing harmful free radicals and boosting the body's own antioxidant enzymes. This makes it a strong ally in slowing aging at the cellular level. One exciting area of research is curcumin's effect on brain health. A study from UCLA showed that seniors taking curcumin daily for 18 months had better memory and less plaque in their brains, pointing to its potential role in preventing cognitive decline. Other studies highlight curcumin's support for digestive function, cholesterol control, and immune balance. Clearly, curcumin offers many benefits, but only if the body can absorb it properly. This is where many people go wrong. They consume turmeric without the right combinations, leading to poor absorption and missed results. In the next chapter, we'll uncover why curcumin struggles to enter the bloodstream and what you can do to change that. Here's the surprising truth. Even if you take turmeric daily, there's a good chance your body is absorbing very little of its most important ingredient, curcumin. This isn't because turmeric is ineffective, but because curcumin is notoriously hard to absorb. It's poorly soluble in water, rapidly broken down in the liver, and often eliminated before it can reach your cells. A study published in Cancer Research found that even large doses of curcumin result in only trace amounts showing up in the bloodstream. For older adults, this becomes an even bigger problem due to age-related digestive decline. The body's ability to absorb nutrients like curcumin diminishes with age, making it more important than ever to consume it correctly. So why is curcumin so hard to absorb? First, it is fat-soluble, not water-soluble. That means without a healthy fat to bind to, it won't travel into your bloodstream effectively. Second, it is metabolized too quickly by liver enzymes, limiting how long it stays active. Fortunately, science has also found solutions. Combining turmeric with a small amount of black pepper, which contains piperine, can increase curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%. Piperine slows the liver's breakdown of curcumin, giving it more time to circulate and work. Pairing turmeric with healthy fats like olive oil, avocado, or nuts also helps curcumin dissolve and absorb more efficiently. But there's one more challenge. Certain foods can actually block curcumin's absorption altogether. As we'll explore in the next chapter, processed dairy, acidic condiments, and sugary cereals can interfere with digestion or bind to curcumin, making it harder for your body to benefit. In short, if you're consuming turmeric without the right food partners, or worse, alongside harmful ones, you may be missing out on everything this powerful spice can offer. Understanding this absorption paradox is the key to unlocking turmeric's true healing potential. Now that we understand how delicate curcumin absorption is, it's time to look at the less obvious culprits, common foods that can quietly block its benefits. Many people make the effort to include turmeric in their diet, but unknowingly consume it alongside ingredients that interfere with curcumin's activity. The first and most overlooked category is processed dairy. Items like flavored yogurt, powdered creamers, and processed cheese contain additives, artificial stabilizers, and certain milk proteins that may bind to curcumin or cause inflammation in the gut. For older adults with weaker digestion, this can be particularly disruptive. The next group involves acidic foods, especially those heavy in vinegar. Bottled salad dressings, pickles, ketchup, and vinegar-based marinades are extremely popular but problematic. A highly acidic environment can destabilize curcumin's structure before it's absorbed, reducing its availability. This is especially concerning for people with acid reflux or digestive sensitivity. Eating turmeric with high-acid foods may worsen digestive symptoms and cancel out its anti-inflammatory effects. Finally, sugary cereals and baked goods, though comforting and familiar, create an internal conflict. Sugar raises inflammation, spikes insulin, and slows nutrient absorption, while curcumin is trying to calm inflammation and regulate metabolism. It's a biochemical tug-of-war, and sugar often wins. When turmeric is mixed into muffins, breakfast cereals, or cookies packed with refined sugar, its therapeutic potential is greatly diminished. The result is disappointing for those using turmeric for joint health, memory support, or heart protection. These three food groups, processed dairy, acidic condiments, and high-sugar products, may seem harmless or even healthy when consumed individually. But when paired with turmeric, they interfere with what you're trying to achieve. The lesson here is not about restriction but about awareness. If you're relying on turmeric to support your health, it's important to avoid these specific food pairings during the same meal. You don't have to give up yogurt or your morning toast completely, you just need to learn how to time things properly and make a few smarter swaps. In the next chapter, we'll focus on the good news, the best foods to eat with turmeric that actually enhance its power. While certain foods can block the absorption of curcumin, others can significantly enhance it, sometimes by several thousand%. These supportive pairings are not exotic or difficult to find. In fact, they're often already sitting in your kitchen. The first and perhaps most essential is black pepper. What makes black pepper so important is its active compound, piperine, which has been shown to dramatically increase curcumin absorption. Piperine works by slowing down the liver's metabolism of curcumin, allowing it to stay in the bloodstream longer and reach more tissues. A pinch of freshly ground black pepper added to turmeric tea or mixed into a meal can make a profound difference. The second group of allies is healthy fats. Because curcumin is fat-soluble, it needs dietary fat to dissolve and be absorbed through the intestinal lining. Without fat, much of the curcumin you consume simply passes through your system unused. Healthy fats like olive oil, avocado, nuts, seeds, or even a bit of coconut oil can act as carriers, helping curcumin reach the bloodstream effectively. For older adults who may already have issues with nutrient malabsorption, this is especially important. Finally, there's raw honey. Though not often discussed in scientific literature in the same way as piperine or fats, raw honey has long been valued in traditional medicine for its anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties. When used with turmeric, raw honey can enhance taste, improve gut health, and provide a gentle, natural synergy that supports the immune system. It also makes turmeric more palatable, especially in drinks and morning tonics. However, it's important to use only raw, unprocessed honey, as conventional honey is often heated and stripped of nutrients. These three ingredients, black pepper, healthy fats, and raw honey, can unlock turmeric's full potential and transform it from a good idea into a truly effective part of your daily wellness routine. The beauty of these combinations lies not just in science but in their simplicity. Small adjustments, like adding pepper to your tea or cooking turmeric in olive oil, can make all the difference. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to incorporate these habits practically into your meals, snacks, and daily rituals. As we age, nutrition becomes less about calories and more about how foods interact within the body. This is where the concept of food synergy becomes especially relevant. Food synergy refers to how certain nutrients or ingredients, when combined, produce a greater health effect than when consumed alone. In the case of turmeric, we've seen how black pepper, healthy fats, and even raw honey can dramatically enhance curcumin's absorption and effectiveness. But food synergy goes beyond turmeric. It plays a crucial role in how our aging bodies process vitamins, minerals, and protective plant compounds. For example, vitamin D and calcium work best together for bone health. Iron is better absorbed when paired with vitamin C. Lycopene from tomatoes becomes more available when cooked with olive oil. These examples all illustrate the same principle. Nutrients don't work in isolation, they function best in teams. For seniors whose digestion slows and absorption weakens with time, harnessing food synergy is not just helpful, it's essential. When meals are built thoughtfully, pairing the right foods can help compensate for age-related nutrient losses. On the other hand, unbalanced meals filled with refined sugars, excessive sodium, or inflammatory oils can cancel out the benefits of even the healthiest ingredients. That's why simply adding turmeric to a dish isn't enough. It needs the right partners to work effectively. This approach also applies to medications. Many older adults take blood thinners, antacids, or medications for diabetes and high blood pressure. Turmeric, especially in supplement form, can interact with these drugs, so understanding the full dietary context becomes critical. Consulting with a healthcare professional before making major changes is always wise. Food synergy is not a trendy term, it is a biological reality. As we move through later stages of life, our bodies become more sensitive to both the healing and the harmful effects of what we eat. The good news is that with a little knowledge and mindful planning, we can design meals that not only nourish but also protect, repair, and energize the aging body. Understanding the science behind turmeric is only the first step. The real transformation begins when you turn this knowledge into daily habits. For older adults, especially those managing chronic inflammation or joint pain, consistently including turmeric in meals can become a simple but powerful tool. One of the most effective ways to use turmeric is through warm drinks. A morning tonic made from warm almond milk, turmeric, black pepper, and a touch of raw honey provides not only comfort but also bioactive support. This combination allows for proper absorption while offering a soothing routine to start the day. Turmeric can also be stirred into soups, stews, and even scrambled eggs. Just remember to cook it with a healthy fat like olive oil or ghee. For those who enjoy smoothies, blending turmeric with banana, blueberries, avocado, and a splash of coconut milk creates a nutrient-rich drink that supports both digestion and brain health. Another smart approach is to align turmeric with culturally familiar meals. In Southeast Asian and Indian cuisines, turmeric is already present in many dishes, often combined naturally with black pepper and healthy fats like coconut milk. Recreating traditional meals such as vegetable curries, lentil stews, or turmeric rice can be both nostalgic and medicinal. It's important to keep turmeric intake consistent but not excessive. Around 500 to 1,000 milligrams of curcumin per day, whether through food or supplements, is often sufficient. Taking more does not always mean better and could interact with medications, so moderation and regularity are key. Lastly, consider pairing turmeric with other anti-inflammatory foods. Leafy greens, berries, oily fish, and fermented foods all contribute to lowering systemic inflammation. When combined thoughtfully, these ingredients help create an environment where turmeric can work more effectively. Building a turmeric-friendly lifestyle is less about restriction and more about creative integration. With a few simple routines and meal ideas, turmeric can shift from being a supplement on the shelf to a healing part of your life, one that supports not just the body, but the rhythm and wisdom of healthy aging. As a physician who has worked with older adults for over 2 decades, I've seen firsthand how turmeric can impact real lives, not just in theory but in practice. While studies and laboratory results provide the foundation for its credibility, it's the lived experiences of patients that truly demonstrate turmeric's potential. In my clinical work, I've witnessed several cases where individuals struggling with chronic joint pain, particularly from osteoarthritis, reported meaningful improvement in stiffness, mobility, and pain after incorporating turmeric regularly. One patient in her late 70s who had previously relied heavily on nonsteroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, was able to reduce her medication dosage significantly within a few months of consistently using turmeric alongside black pepper and olive oil. For those with early cognitive decline such as mild memory lapses or brain fog, the results are subtler but still promising. Patients who introduce turmeric into their morning routine, especially in combination with other neuroprotective habits like walking, puzzles, and omega-3 intake, often reported improved focus and mood over time. What's important to understand is that turmeric is not a quick fix. It's not a drug, and its benefits accumulate gradually through consistency and lifestyle integration. In fact, the most common mistake I observe is patients taking turmeric sporadically, expecting immediate results. Like any therapeutic strategy, it requires commitment. Another factor to consider is individual variability. Some older adults respond very well to turmeric, while others may experience little change, often because of differences in absorption, gut health, or other medications they're taking. I always advise patients to observe how their bodies respond and to track changes over several weeks. Additionally, turmeric is not suitable for everyone. Patients on blood thinners such as warfarin, or those with gallbladder issues must be especially cautious. Interactions can occur and professional guidance is crucial. Still, when used responsibly, turmeric often provides a gentle yet impactful layer of support for the aging body. It's not magic, but it is meaningful. And when combined with the right diet, movement, rest, and purpose, it becomes part of a sustainable path to well-being in later life. The story of turmeric is not just about a spice, it's about the power of small, intentional choices to shape our health as we age. Throughout this guide, we've explored how turmeric, and more specifically curcumin, can support joint health, memory, digestion, and overall resilience in older adults. We've uncovered the paradox of curcumin's poor absorption and how it can be overcome with the right food pairings like black pepper, healthy fats, and raw honey. At the same time, we've learned to be cautious with common food combinations that block turmeric's benefits, including processed dairy, acidic condiments, and sugary baked goods. Most importantly, we've reframed turmeric not as a miracle cure, but as one valuable piece in the larger puzzle of healthy aging. It's what we do consistently, not occasionally, that determines our vitality in later life. Morning routines, thoughtful meal planning, and listening to our bodies are not just health strategies, they're acts of self-respect. I encourage you to begin where you are. If you already enjoy turmeric, refine how you use it. Add a pinch of black pepper. Choose almond milk instead of dairy creamer. Replace sugar with a spoonful of raw honey. If you're just starting out, begin with something simple, a turmeric tea in the morning or a golden soup for dinner. Track how you feel. Notice changes not just in pain or digestion, but in energy, focus, and sleep. And most of all, remember that aging is not a sentence, it's an opportunity. With each choice, we either fuel inflammation or reduce it. We either support our cells or deplete them. What you eat in the morning, how you move in the afternoon, and how you wind down at night, all of it matters. If this guide has helped you, I hope you'll share it with a loved one. These insights don't belong to one person. They're part of a collective journey toward living well, aging wisely, and honoring the body that has carried us so far.